Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Maher is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes throw there, caught by Fehoko. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The tackle made by Boye Mafe.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 10, Chiefs nothing.
This now a 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Joe Fortson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Claypool with another catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Chicago dealt what ended up being the 32nd pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers for Claypool and got limited results in 7 games as he adjusted to new surroundings. One of the league's best athletes in the position, they need for it to translate more often here in 2023.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Play action. It's Fields.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
At the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up.
Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll begin by running the option. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A give left side to Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. The running game fully in sync, 1 to 11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Robinson up the middle.
Powers through him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 28 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up the 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. And oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
3rd and 3. Now it's Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and it's a pretty good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
Travis Kelce. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Chiefs 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
you're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that